Vintage Cube.
Vintage Cube.
I guess we are currently co-streaming over, which is this, Axiom Verge. Okay, I thought it was Super Metroid for a second, but it's not, so who cares?
Well, Axiom Verge is enjoyable.
It's fine.
I liked the game well enough. I disliked the bosses and some of the controller controls, but that's neither here, but it is over there. It's definitely over there.
What's here is 4,735 active players. It changed on Vintage Cube.
Yeah. Though well, that's not even where we're going. We're going over to the single limb zone where we get crushed by like storm zone on like turn 3, and it's great.
Well, there's one way we could avoid doing that, is
It's
if
true.
we were the one doing it.
It's true. It's possible. I'm just gonna go ahead and start things up. What we're doing Vintage Cube. It's gonna start real quick here. Thank you for the sub, Anthony.
When the draft picks come up, make sure I see them because I still see.
Let me change your eyes then.
Yeah.
Well, this is part of the experience.
Part of the experience.
Here you go.
There we go. Got our picks.
All
Let's
right.
pick some power.
I like that we just get to start right on up. No.
Gotta wait for this pack to load.
Archangel Thune, Brimaz, Scarab God, Tendrils is below the cut.
Yeah, so no power, quote unquote.
No.
Bribery is probably the most. Like, Bribery and Tomb are like the most generically pickable.
Yeah, Tomb is always powerhouse. Bribery is also always powerhouse. One thing I like about picking Bribery is just how powerful blue is in Vintage Cube.
Mm-hmm.
It goes well with the format. And Bribery, almost every deck has some sort of bomb you can just slam down. And
Yeah, even Storm is playing like something.
Yeah. That's probably a fun way to start things off.
Now, I don't know if we have the mental energy or acuity off the bat to immediately chase Storm, because the Tendies are right there, but Bribery...
I think if the Tendies, if they table, we know what's up, right? Like...
Yeah, we know what's up.
Liliana's Death's Mastery, Search for Escanta, Ancestral Visions, both of which are powerful blue options.
Mm-hmm.
Liliana Death's Majesty is the Amonkhet one.
Yep, this is make zombies and mill, -3 to raise dead, and then -7 to plague winds.
Zombify, not raise dead, but yes.
You know what I mean.
But yeah, I honestly like picking Ancestral Visions, keeps us on zone. It's always a powerful effect.
Whereas Kanto kind of relies on you being spell heavy for the flippability.
Yeah, and like being in blue, it's a pretty heavy, like, there's a good chance you will be, right? Like,
yeah, there's a good chance you will.
How about this? We pick Visions, we table Shardless Agent.
Shardless.
And then we get to play, 3 mana
counterspell
with counterspell.
Yeah.
Karn.
Karn.
Phantasmal Image, Path to Exile.
Shelldock.
Yeah, Shelldock's always nice.
Off-color fetch. Creeping Tar Pit. Phantasy's probably the most powerful, but I like that Karn. What do you feel?
So this is a powerful Karn. This is one that's been seeing play in
Legacy. I don't know about Vintage, but
yeah. Well, the thing is that it's very powerful because it's colorless. You can play it off things like Ancient Tomb or like colorless Acceleration.
It'll win the game on its own. It draws you cards.
Yeah. Is that like, we could pick that. We could pick Image. Path also sticks out to me, and Shelldock is another like safe-ish choice. But this is something new to see how it works in the world of
we could pick a coercive portal, maybe.
Yeah, I like that Simic Signet. I like the Underground Sea. I like the Thoughtseize too, but
like Thoughtseize, like Signet, like Sea. Mini Jace, not so bad. Might just be the land.
Yeah, Underground Sea or Simic Signet stand out to me. Simic Signet lets us play Karn on 3. Underground Sea, it's lame because like picking up Underground Sea and then passing the Thought Seas feels like the fool's choice, but
giving us more, like the Signet might be it, because drawing more cards means you want to advance your mana. Like,
true.
I think these are both safe-ish picks to go for.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the Underground Sea, methinks.
That's a harder thing to replace.
That's the part of it that is big to me. Okay, Sower, Looteril, Ravenous Chupacabra, Lingering Souls, Tez, Agent of Bolus.
Tez with no artifacts, although he can be cute with Karn.
Right, it's kind of funny with Karn because make a base power and toughness 5. You can turn the 0/0s into a 5/5 with this creature gets +1/+1.
So he'd be a 6/6.
Yep.
Sower, Looter, Choopy, all reasonable picks as well.
Yeah, maybe even do like Mana Confluence and try to keep up like a mana base for us.
Yeah, if like nothing here sticks out as powerful. Like there's some good stuff here, but if we could just pick mana and then try to go for something more powerful.
Yeah, well, and this is a thing that
it rewards our mana fixing is Cryptic Command. Also, you could cast Elspeth off Mana Confluence.
Yep. But the big thing about this is that having some fixing like Mana Confluence and Underground Sea means that we get to cast Cryptic and not feel bad about it.
Yeah, well, we're picking a powerful 4-mana card. I honestly don't know which one's more powerful.
I'm gonna go with Cryptic because I've won more games off of. For one, we're already in base blue. But Cryptic gets you out of some rude holes. There's a Baneslayer Angel if we just literally want Baneslayer Angel.
Baneslayer or Shreddy as a black pick. There's Fumarole as like a in like Grixis colors.
There's like Crucible to hope for like a Strip Mine showing up.
Crucible could also just be like a form of card advantage.
Yeah. What do you like?
I feel like Bone Shredder is a more reasonable pick, and that Lyra is very swingy. She's either going to be extremely powerful or just die, you know?
Oof.
Brainstorm, eh?
Very late Brainstorm in my mind.
That's good luck for us.
Yeah.
Sad we don't get the Bloodfast, but I don't think we need it with what we've got going on.
Yeah, same. Bloodfast would be nice. Hell, even Mana Flare ain't the worst in some certain crazy decks. But Faith's Fetters is the other card that actually stands out here to me.
Yeah, Faith Ease is rather good. But Brainstorm. Now we want Fetch Lands. We already did, but now we do.
Okay. Note.
Tendi's gone.
Tendi's gone. So out of sight, out of mind. White is still here heavy.
Yeah. And I think the most powerful white card here is Parallax Wave.
Yeah, it's that or Brimaz. We don't think we want Dark Petition. Goblin Chainwhirler is both not our speed and not our mana.
Yeah. Like, we could splash some of the other cards, but that one you can't splash. Brimaz can win the game on its own. Parallax Wave is just extremely disruptive.
Grab the Brimaz and see where that leads. Hey, there's a Shardless Agent making it.
Shardless? Also Terminate?
Yeah, that's also good, which, though, double color off. I'm gonna, because our actual low cards are pretty powerful stuff right now.
Yeah. Wouldn't mind cascading into,
Ooh, okay.
Skoos or Hippie? Like, are we green or... We have reasons to be both green and black right now.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Like, the Skoos is because of the Shardless. The Hippie is because of Bone Shredder and Underground Sea.
I'm not trusting the Hippie. And I'm just gonna, like,
steal a Hell Rider.
Sure.
Okay, we were wrong.
Yeah, that's fine. Red Boar. Lavamancer.
So we might not be a Edric deck if we have like 3 creatures.
No, you're correct, but
we're sort of middling.
Look at our bullshit 3-drops.
Yeah,
Like,
which one of these 3 drops are we playing? It
Yeah.
might be none of them.
Yeah. It's some of those. Let's find. I heard the noise. Hello.
Oh, okay. We can pick power.
Auto pick, which is super great.
Other things to consider: there's a grave, there's a push, there's clamp,
There's
Trigon.
which is like the 3-drop. I'd also be real happy with.
This would be a time if we had anything artifact wise to pick up a metal worker, but we don't. So I think we just ship that dream away.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think even it would be very. I'd have to have a very hard pressed deck to pick metal worker over Mox Sapphire. You know.
Yeah, I do too. Mostly because I'm pretty sure metal worker will be you'll. Maybe the person who picked up that Tez will pick it, but.
Okay, let's get these.
And the best thing is we got the best Mox.
That's good. Cobra, commit to memory, impulse, off
Thing in the
color
eyes.
signets.
Painful truths. If we are actually Sultai. But okay, what's the most reasonable pick here? Like, there's commit to memory and impulse is just like things to make your deck work. Commit is better than it looks. Oh, bit. Thank you for the bit.
1. Blooming Marsh is also not an unreasonable pick to try to like make the Sultai thing happen.
It's not an unreasonable color combination.
Yeah, commit I like, memory I don't. Memory is like you lose the game when you cast this. Commit is like Griptide but sweet.
Mm-hmm. There are cases where you would ever. I think the only case you would ever cast memory is if you're facing some kind of graveyard value deck and they already have a million cards. Getting rid of their.
I'm gonna believe in a world where Sultai is something that happens and Blooming Marsh fits into that.
Yeah, I like this idea.
Ugin, the Spirit Dragon.
There is Treachery.
That's the pick here, but
yeah, Get Probe would be I think Get Probe or Walkie Bee would be pick number 2, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say Walking Ballista stands out as just like a creature that's like, even if you have the answer to it, it does its thing because it's Triskelion, and also if it long game goes, yeah. Okay, so here's what I want right now. I want to find us. We have almost nothing on 1 and 2.
Yeah, we got Brainstorm and Suspend Ancestral Vision.
And like a Mox to bypass that. So I think like we find our way up to that because we have Bribery, Treachery, and our win condition is just theft or whatever.
Yeah.
And hopefully find something like Maelstrom Pulse style removal. Or Bolas.
There's Nicol Bolas Planeswalker.
Which, compared to this pack, does not seem too bad.
Yeah, it'd be like Fire Ice or Winter Orb.
Well, we don't want to be the one on Winter Orb.
We can cast Bolas off, splashing off of our Mana Confluence if we end up doing that.
Yeah. It's
We're not a Braids deck.
No,
actually, there's a... Okay, I'm going to make an argument for Oath of Nissa. As a playable card, but I think Bolas will be a better pick.
If we control the Nissa, Bolas is real easy to cast.
Yeah, exactly. We can pick Bolas and maybe not play it. That's hitting a land most of the time.
I'll pick the Bolas. Copter Finks?
Finks is almost what we wanted.
That gives us something to damn do early, right? Like,
yeah.
I realize it's double green and that's harsh, but it's something to goddamn do. Like,
yeah, we can't really make use of Copter or gifts.
Yeah, like, so. I would not feel too bad about like Copter in the abstract, but
works well with Karn.
Yeah. Hero's Downfall also here too. My problem is the mana requirements on it, but like maybe we can find some. I guess we passed Braids into Smokestack, so somebody's gonna have a pretty fun deck using that. Okay.
Okay, Abrupt Decay.
Yeah, Abrupt Decay was the piece of the sort of piece of interaction I want to see.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that Toxic Deluge,
Either. Yeah, I would not either.
but we could still get Damnation or like Upheaval or something.
Right. Of note, speaking of upheaval, colors that don't exist in this pack.
Yep, no blue.
Well, good thing we have a couple other colors to kind of do a fallback on.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, Mystic Snake.
so the one thing I really like about Mystic Snake, and this is something you mentioned a while back, when I talked about Shardless Agent the first time, is Shardless Agent into Counterspell, and Mystic Snake dodges that.
Mystic Snake is a Shardless Agent in the Counterspell.
Yeah. Also, pretty good pack here. I like we've seen the Findorn Elves is the third Llanowar we've seen go around.
Yeah.
Of some type. Necrotol is obviously a Necrotol. Is the Necrotol, you know.
Mm.
Vraska, Pima, Nezumi, Shortfang.
Shortfang. I always forget what Shortfang flips into.
Shortfang flips into a. It's great because there's no way to let me read this to you.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, they lose 1 life for each card fewer than 3 in hand.
Okay, so that it turns into a 3/3 rack.
Yeah, so we're picking up.
It might be. Vraska is also, but we already have like some chunky win cons.
I think I like Vraska though as a chunky win con that might be the bolus of the deck.
Yeah, like our actual bolus. Okay,
Holy
Fatal
crap.
Pusher Beast are actually things you might be interested in.
It's weird that Skull Clamp is both here and something I honestly am not. I don't think my deck can make functional use of, at least in a
realistic way.
Like, sure, I'll pass it and then get Bitter Blossom in pack 3 and feel like the big chump, but I also was asking for types of interaction. I think Fatal Push is the type I want.
Yeah, Push is rather good.
Stoneforge and Skull Clamp going around though. Oh my god, we're gonna get ruined by somebody. Hey, Painful Truths is pretty reasonable.
Painful Truths or Thing in the Ice.
I mean, that is like a defender I can throw down.
Yeah, I'm not sure how easily we can flip it. We're kind of enchantment and planeswalker heavy.
And then it bounces all creatures, all non-horror creatures, yeah. I'll take some card draw. By the way, again, the white in here is pretty strong.
Thrun or Jade Light? Those are. I don't think we're playing either of them. We could also sideboard on a Braid.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Thrun because that feels like a sideboard card.
Yeah,
like that's like my opponent is this counterspell player.
Yeah, nobody's doing that. Goodbye, Thalia. We hate you. Copter might be playable.
Possible use. Pelucranos also. And then empty the Warrens.
Okay,
we are going into pack 3, figuring out where we are going, I guess, into pack 3. O-ring below the cut.
Oof. I want that Monolith really bad, but that Mire is really important for us.
Yeah, Mire. So, okay, cards in here that matter. Vamp Tutor, Leak, Mire.
Brain Maggot as something we want on the wheel.
Yeah, Brain Maggot on the wheel, and I would honestly want Thragtusk in this deck.
Certainly Thragtusk.
What colors is this deck at the moment? It is blue and then like black-green is what I feel is going on here.
Mm-hmm. So,
what do we want? Do we want like if I pick Monolith, that does make like Shardless a little worse. If I pick Signet, that makes it a little better, honestly.
Yeah,
and it's the honestly this may be the Signet because that is red fixing as well.
That is red fixing as well. But that Mire.
God, that Mire
fetches RC, fetches Swamp.
What is Burmaz doing in the deck? I have not at any point.
I honestly don't know those. Like, do we want this is like the cards we have versus the cards we could pick. This is the classic fixing conundrum.
Channel Shriekmaw. Hey Shriekmaw, I love you.
Shriekmaw.
I love you. I love Shriekmaw.
I rather like Shriekmaw.
Greater Roof Channel, hey Channel. Honestly, not a ton else in this one that excites me. Like, there's some cards I'd be fine picking. Marsh Flats fetches our Underground Sea just as well as Mire. The one we actually want there would be Verdant Catacombs. There we go.
Verdant Catacombs.
I think you got to audibly hear the gears in my head crack at that.
I think I can never remember Misty. I think Misty would also be like
Misty would do it. Leviathan would be a win con as well for the deck, but
we have enough of those, I think. And Consecrated Sphinx would be better. Although Consecrated Sphinx is very good case to be made for Kite Self Rebooter, but is Sphinx powerful enough?
Sphinx is always powerful enough, and we honestly, I think I can pick this up and feel real fine about it.
Yeah.
I think that's a good place to be. I think my highest picks in this pack from this point on are going to be... I know we've passed up 2 Signets, and I feel like that was fine. I was on the fence on the Meyer versus it, but I feel like we're fine on the choice. But I feel like any Signets we see are pretty high to auto-pick.
Yeah. Or like a Mind Stone.
That'd be, yeah. And I don't think we actually fit the bolus in. Cast Down?
Cast Down or Dismember?
Dismember. I don't... So, this is Jace, -0 and Jace.
Like, Architect of Thought is a pretty good Jace, but I don't think we need it. I think we could use some removal. I just don't know which one. Yeah, Dismember's probably slightly better.
Yeah, they're close, right? Like,
I'm
gonna go with Dismember in my mind. Yogg's Will, Taiga, Search for Tomorrow.
Search, would not hate Nevinyrral's Disc.
Yeah, Nev's Disc. Hell, even Gonti's pretty cool.
Yep, Gonti's rather good. This is like a cantripping defender. There's a fair amount of picks here. Hell, even Acidic Slime wouldn't be inconsiderable. Are we, Search would give us something to do early.
And like, be some mana fixing to be able to cast our damn things.
And be some ramp, too, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we can make use of all of that. Nevinyrral's Disc is just a reset.
We don't have any resets, is the thing about it. I'm gonna trust in Disc because we have a lot of walkers and nothing that the Disc Volcanic Island, Stomping Grounds, Blackleaf Cliffs, Riffling Cloudskate, or just the goddamn Abyss.
Skate or Abyss? Can we make use of Abyss? We can win without it.
We can win without it. We can play the Abyss and then not care about the world because we have Shardless Agent lives through it, and we don't really need a lot of creatures. We don't have a lot of creatures. We have a lot of
Notably, Vraska can't win the game underneath the Abyss. Karn, I guess, can actually, because they are artifacts that we make off of it.
Pick up.
And then there's this Trop Island or Stomping Ground.
That was Trop Island. This wouldn't be a choice. Oh god, okay, so Noxious Gearhulk, Botanical Sanctum,
Sack Tribe.
If I had that Gearhulk with the Abyss, I'd feel a lot better.
Yeah.
I feel like the fixing is sort of what I want to go with. Is Sack Tribe the better choice there?
I'm not sure. I like Sanctum as blue fixing for Cryptic, but Sack Tribe can fetch Island. It gets green into blue.
Right.
Blocks.
Okay.
Tarmogoyf?
That's something to hold down the early game.
Yeah, we're playing Timbermoon or something.
Yeah, we have fetches and we have things like Fatal Push, Dismember, Abrupt Decay, and we can make this thing actually reasonably sized.
Wish we could splash Teferi, but we have enough splashes. Thragtusk?
Thragtusk, hell yeah.
Okay, sure.
That's a green card I will play, absolutely. I don't think I'm triple color, so Factory doesn't fit. I'm probably just going to take this Behemoth as it's something I could play.
Yeah, I also don't mind hating that card. Freebooty or Regrowth?
I think Freebooty because I still want a little bit more to do in the early game.
Yeah, that's very true, and I do like this card a lot. If we end up playing Smuggler's Copter, it's a good pilot for it. Lead Crypt? Yeah, for Bolus. We can fetch off our Mire.
Okay.
In case Search came back. Black Cleave Cliffs.
All right. The Nissa there was a very reasonable pick, but I'm still a little focused on both our lack of hand interaction with freebooter fixes and our lack of just early drops.
Oh, we get one. We get one anyways,
That's
but that might.
reasonable. Freelance is not too bad in here because Disenchant is a lot more powerful.
I think she's a sideboard walker.
Yeah. I think Copter's not in the deck. I think.
I think we should probably work backwards.
I'll do this though for certain because I don't think Hippie fits because I don't think double black that early works.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
although we do have misses with like we got the Shardless. That's right. Yeah, I don't remember what we picked over Hippie. I think it was Shardless and then Shardless Wield.
Well, yeah, I mean, we right there.
And that's what I mean. Is we picked Hippie and then Shardless Wield.
Yep.
So just a few cuts.
Yeah, not much here. I like Painful Truths as it's like one of our only real draw spells, and I do have some life gain offset. I'm a little not certain on Kitchen Finks, but I feel like it's something that we need to have access to.
Yeah. Okay, let's look at our Tarmogoyf. We have artifacts that can die, creatures, instant sorcery, and a land, one fetch.
And 3 planeswalkers.
So Tarmogoyf likely to be alright.
Yep.
Our curve is not that bad because both Shriekmaw and Riftwing Cloudskate and Search for Tomorrow are all lower than they look.
Yeah, the secret is actually this here, is that this fixes our curve, the Evoke plus a Suspend combination. And we have some decent... I think Edric is probably high up on my cut list.
Yeah, Edric...
Yeah, Bravesword, I agree.
Edric, yeah, it might be Finks...
Finks is tough. Like, Finks is something I feel like I want to have access to, but Thragtusk, like, specifically fixed that, so maybe we don't need Finks.
Yeah, and, like, we could board it too. One thing could be said that we might not want Disc in every matchup.
True. Evoke is you can pay the evoke cost to have the creature come into play and immediately die, so it just does its enter the battlefield effect.
And then dies.
So, whereas Suspend is you like play the card early. The thing I like about Disc, even if we aren't like super Disc like needing against an opponent, is that
it's an artifact. Like our planeswalkers survive it. Yeah,
all of our walkers live through that. So we kind of get to play that game pretty nicely. I also want to... Okay. Are we playing Bolas? I would have said no if we didn't get that Blood Crypt and Blackcleave Cliffs.
Yeah, with our Mire, Blood Crypt, and Blackcleave, we can safely play Snow Mountains.
Yeah, I'm not even playing Hero Mountain, and I'm willing to play the card.
Because we've also got Search that could find... that can't find basic... That might can't... We also have Mana Confluence. Yeah, so we've got 4 red sources for 1 card. Yeah. That is a 8 drop. So...
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like we could play Bolas.
Yeah. So
okay, here... Bolas or Kitchen Finks. Like, here's what the discussion we're having.
Yeah, and I think the thing with Finks is that Finks is a really good... is going to be really good in some matchups and is a very highly likely sideboarding in card.
Yeah, I think that like anytime we face against anyone who's attacking us, we might like board out Bolas and board in Finks.
So we don't have an 8-drop in our hand, and so we don't have.
And we turn we could even board out our Blackcleave Clips.
Yeah,
clips.
I think my biggest problem with Finks is the double green on a 3-drop, and I don't. Our mana base is strong, but I don't think it's too we can't fetch green, you know.
Yeah, we can't.
I don't have like an overgrown tomb or something for that Mire to grab.
Yeah, we're relying on Blooming Marsh and Botanical Sanctum and Mana Confluence for that.
Yeah, so the idea on Shriekmaw is that you either pay 5 for the Necrotal style effect or you pay 2 for the Terror. Mole Drifter is one of my favorites, which is pay 3 for Council of the Soratami, draw 2 cards, Divination, or pay 5 for a 2/2 flyer that draws you 2 cards.
It's good.
All right. I think we are set. Our mana base is going to look like hell, but then again,
We can afford that. We built around that.
it wouldn't be this format if it didn't look like hell, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I want to build up our counts. Blue is like not card heavy, but symbol heavy.
Yeah. Also, Bolus also is super blue.
Single blue. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 question mark versus 8, 9 versus 7 green. So blue, then black, then green in that order. And our current
black and green are about even.
and
Our black fixing's rather good.
8 of we have 8 mana sources. 6 of those have black. For blue, we've got 5 of those, and for green, I think it's 3.
It's like I think we're playing up forest and island, then lower on swamp.
Yeah, I think with 9, I think it's probably gonna be a 4-3-2, 4 on island, 3 on forests, and 2 on swamp.
That'll give us like 8 black sources.
And then it's gonna want a mountain, and it's a. I love that. It's like, yeah, you want mountain, right? You want mountain. If I had the Finks in here, there would be a plains, and if I had both in here, I'm gonna just wanna illegal deck. Oh wait, is this gonna be illegal deck? No, it just fails to give the mountain. Okay.
Fails to give mountain. Okay.
Sorry, I had to check Suggestatron. I know Suggestatron in the past has, thanks to like hybrid mana or splashing, has given illegal decks.
Up 39. And if you don't do it, you just play your whole pile and screw you.
I feel like the most important card in our deck is Mox Sapphire for jumping the curve, but Search is also in here.
So we have a little few ways to do that.
Yeah, and we have a decent number of, like, every green source we have that's green comes into play untapped on 1. So
yeah.
Hell, we don't have lands that come into play tapped on 1. Like, we can have them all come into play untapped, so.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's rock.
Let's get crushed by Savage Cheater. Ooh.
Oh no. I want to see a really bad red deck wins deck.
Well, there's a last pick Goblin Guide. I don't know if there's an RDW player at the table.
A Fluffatog.
And also, I don't know if you did you get a chance to watch the last one yet?
I have not yet.
If you want to watch us get crushed by a Red Deck Wins player,
yeah,
that's the video you may want to watch. All right, lost the die roll. Let's see how our 7 looks.
I can just play standard if I want to see that. You notice how standard right now is all red deck wins, and the deck designed to beat red deck wins, and like the blue-white control. Oof. I believe this is what we call a mulligan in the business.
This is extremely super hyper bad.
This
saved by Search for Tomorrow. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. It seems fine. Yeah, I don't think it's on a blue source, so we can bottom it, because we're going to find land anyways.
Yeah. A Llanowar Elf start. Yep. Exactly a Llanowar Elf. All right.
Yeah. We get to choose.
I specifically want to suspend this to make sure I get things, even though, like, I kind of do want to Fatal Push that.
Well, next turn we can hold up Fatal Push and Dismember.
Hey, guess who's getting like?
Yeah, guess what's happening? We're casting Fatal Push and Dismember.
Oh my god, our opponent is all right.
Just cast that right now.
Do I want to dismember one of these?
Do you want to dismember it now, or do we try to dismember what they play off of it? Because they'll have 5 mana. 5/5/5 usually kills that. Or we can just keep them off of it. I feel like there's reasons for both.
Actually, I don't know that they're... I'm doing this to keep them off a color.
Yeah, because like they already have as much green as they need.
I don't know if they actually are playing white. They might be mono green with Rafellos. That's a possibility. But
like they have 3 green right now. They can cast anything they want with green mana symbols.
Right.
So the white is
Thank
more
you,
speculative, but it's better.
Hey, all right. White is a, and they have a
Lotus Cobra,
which they played after their land drop.
They must be not be doing anything with their mana this turn.
All right, so let's go ahead and
Fetch Island.
Cast. Fetch Island. Play Shardless Agent.
It seems fine. Then we can play Botanical.
Yep. So this has Abrupt Decay. What is this?
Ancestral.
Ancestral. And we already played Fatal Push. We already have Brainstorm in hand. Kite Sail?
Yeah, we can boot them. I think it's all good stuff.
And the Mox.
And a Mox. Okay, which lets us Cryptic next turn.
Yeah, and Brainstorm now if we want it. Which I don't, but...
Yeah, we don't right now. We might, if they like if they go to path our guy, we can Brainstorm in response if we really wanted to.
So here comes their big play, because they're going to have 6 mana on the turn. They have 2 cards left in hand. Black, huh?
Make black.
Are they actually on black? I guess, the Brainstorm could serve a purpose if,
They made black and then didn't do anything with it. Okay.
Oh!
Ha. Do you want to hold up Cryptic or play that Karn down? On green-white, they don't really have a way. We always are going to get the card off of it, but are we afraid of their 6-drop?
Well, also, Karn could mine us for a 3/3 right now. Like, our deck, our board is in a really strong spot for that.
Yeah, reasonable.
I think I want to hold up the Cryptic.
Yeah. Hopefully they commit to something, and then we can play Karn, carte blanche.
Yeah. Because this is a spot where they have 7 mana. It's like Elish Norn Zone.
Yeah, they're going to make a white here. That's pretty. No. Oh, okay.
Counter target spell, draw a card, huh?
It seems like what we're doing. And they're on 1 card left in hand now.
I'm willing to kill that, yeah.
Yeah. That must mean they were out of top end that they can't already cast.
Okay,
Right.
So I've got a cool play here.
You're gonna put the lands on top and then Karn and force them to give us a land?
Yes.
That seems good to me. That'll get rid of 2. It'll not really get rid of 2 lands because we're going to get a land. They're probably going to give us swamp, which is at this point fine. Where's his voice clip at? I am Karn. I have a robot voice.
Hello, my name is Karn. I like this globe. Have you seen it?
Have you seen? I have a book.
On Arena, they all have voice clips. So,
Yeah.
Cool thing. If they play a big old something, I've got Vraska to just knock it out. And also this says destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature. So,
so we're probably going to blow up that Faith's Fetters and then make a Karn token.
They're out hand,
Yeah. Man, look how much ramp they have though. They have every dork. They're missing Soul Ring and Mom as their 2 dorks.
I can Painful Truths for Hefty.
And I think we do want to make a token off Karn just to protect our walkers because we don't need the cards at this exact moment. Also, Karn and Vraska working in unison.
Yep. Also, those treasure tokens are fixing for Bolus.
Also, ramping for Bolus.
Yeah, this is a Corsair Crufix, huh?
We could
Nice
blow.
top. Nice top it.
Nice top of deck. We could choose to kill that Courser and play, or we can just play Nicol Bolas.
I could play Bolas, blow up their planes.
Yeah,
Right? Like
that because that gets rid of the Elspeth because they can't cast it. You know what they're drawing, and then
but their Courser could like get them a white source off the top.
They could kill Vraska if they do that.
Well, let's make a board.
Yeah, make a 2/2. Make 4/4s. Make a 2/2. Okay, now they can kill Karn, but they can't kill Vraska if they do what they're doing. Ah, yes.
If I would have sacked the token, this couldn't attack as a 4/4.
Like a 2/3 would just fall. Like a 2/4 would just fall in front of it.
Yep. Red, black, blue.
There's also a case to be made for just playing Consecrated Sphinx as a 4/6 that blocks 4/4 flyers or whatever.
Sure, but
hey, okay.
We have our Legion of Doom here. Like,
I'm Karn. I'm with the Black Planeswalkers. I'm a bad guy. Okay.
No, that's Phyrexian Karn. You know, it's
Phyrexian Karn.
I'm sad and I sit on this throne.
If our opponent's very all in, do we want something like Dreadbore?
Yeah, I was thinking about, especially because they have some walkers. That's a not unreasonable addition.
What's bad here?
Kite Sail Freebooter.
Yeah, Kite Sail Freebooter seems rather poor.
I don't think they showed a target other than the Elspeth for it.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to change the mana base for this.
Yeah, we have like 4 red sources for 2 cards.
Bribery seems incredible here. So does Treachery.
The Bribery and Treachery seem good.
Yeah. So yes, like this is great. I'm happy that like the search fixed that up real good.
Yeah. Vraska is currently undercover cop.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Okay. Oof.
Okay, on to game 2.
Against Utared.
Yeah, no, she's under deep cover. This is a hard question. I think this is a mulligan, though.
This is really tough.
This is tough because it's search getting swamp that unlocks 2 or 3 cards in our hand. We're still looking at the top 10 here.
I know. Like, Dismember, like, I could Dismember, and then my black turns on, and I get Fatal Push, Abrupt Decay, and I can just play, like, a Disruption game, but I think that I'm, like, fooling myself by keeping this, right? Like,
this is a sketchy keep that could go extremely well. Okay. This is just a quality 6.
Yeah, I can't cast that Thragtusk, but that's fine.
We're still kind of land hungry here, and there's a land on top of our deck. Okay, so 3 lands with this I like. We can lead with our tap lands so they aren't actually tapped.
Right. This seems fine. Oh, okay.
Chrome Mox. Okay, we might be getting work out of that Dismember.
They have a lot of ramp going on. That's just this opponent.
This kind of fixes our mulligan, though, because
Elvish Mystic.
Yeah. Yep, they realize that they have. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're gonna play Llanowar Elves, and then they're gonna also play another Llanowar Elves, right? Like, okay, so I need to dismember Llanowar Elves.
Yeah, we're dismembering Llanowar Elves. Pick your poison. Which land we want to do it with?
Hold on. That spent my mana as black there, so I have to undo. All right. So we need them to kind of not have gas here.
Looks like they don't. And we've got Dreadbore, so
that's nice.
We can just kill their next guy and then reload with Karn, find a land for Thragtusk. They are off lands because they pitched
Yep.
Because they pitched one to Chrome Mox. Actually, no, that they couldn't even cast the Llanowar
Yeah,
Elves
they
if they
couldn't.
hadn't pitched. Yeah,
Yeah, they
so they're
couldn't
off
have.
forest. We're just gonna make.
I feel like I want disc down.
Yeah, let's get disc down. Let's get disky. Thragtusk gets our life back. If we
Yeah.
draw land, we can either play Thragtusk or Karn. It's suspend Ancestral. Or kill whatever they play and suspend Ancestral.
Right.
Or if Thragtusk just goes toe-to-toe, then could just be play that. We have lots of options. Our hand's got lots of options.
Yeah, I like our direction here. I want to draw a land so that I can like disc plus Karn or vision plus Karn. That's what I
Disc
want.
blows up their Chromox, too.
Yes, that's why I want disc plus Karn.
Beast within the disc. Okay.
Okay, so they are.
They really didn't want us blowing up their land. Well, we found land.
That's like land. Let's play the Karn first.
Yeah, we might get land off of it, and then we can suspend Ancestral.
Or is it better to actually play the Thragtusk here? No, God.
Yeah, it might be better to play Thragtusk just because they're going down to 15 this turn.
And then that's 8-point clock, and we can like Dreadbore the next threat.
Yeah, and then like use Karn afterwards to start just making
Like 2-2s or 3-3s.
2-2-3-3. Yeah.
Let's go to town. Let's.
Yeah, I think our opponent has a moment of weakness, and I don't know. Like even if they have like Wrath of God here as like which would be a really weird include.
That'd be a
deck,
really weird include.
But a possible one because like I don't know. Even if they have that though, like we still have a 3/3 in play.
Right, like they could Elspeth here, but we were holding the Dreadbore.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beatdowns, like they could face Fetters, but that is, yeah, they could face Fetters, but that's only a temporary solution because we get to play Karn plus Visions now.
Mm-hmm. Also, our opponent is doing Gaia's Cradle and Rofalos. Like, let's not believe that their deck isn't just juiced.
Yeah, that's why I want them dead quick.
Yeah. It's just that they happen to be in an awkward spot here.
Alright, I'm gonna go for a little bit of a refill. Bolus on the tutorable now. Okay.
Yeah. So we got refills for days though.
Yeah, I don't think I need to draw cards anymore with Karn. I think Karn's just gonna be outputting creatures for a while.
We do have a secret tech where we blow up our own Thragtusk.
Yeah, okay, so that is... Of course, they're missing, thank you. But it does let their Gaia's Cradle tap.
For Rofalos, okay. Which one of those do we kill? Rofalos?
Yeah, that's a...
I think we could... We can...
Rofalos here.
Yeah, we kill Rofalos and either suspend search or just drink the pain.
So drink first?
Yeah, so like just like blue, black, green.
Yeah. That's not how you...
Like it doesn't really matter how we tap here
yeah.
because we're going to have to use Confluence if we tap out.
Okay.
Oh, we drew Painful. We drew Push, so we can kill both their guys.
No, I don't have the colors for that because of the fact that I drew Island. Like, I need black,
sure.
red. There was no way to tap that, by the way, that made that work.
Yeah.
What I think I want to do here is actually Island, search for Swamp, push Rafellos.
Yeah, that seems fine. Yeah, because the Swamp comes into play untapped. And then we might have, like, Karn minus for Bolus.
Yeah.
As we're going up to 3, 6, 7 mana here.
Just pick out Bolus now.
Either that or make a guy.
I'm gonna grab Bolus now while I can. And then we don't attack. Alright. Acidic slime on the top, which is great. That's really good for us. There's a decent chance they have to blow up their thrashing Brontodon to kill my Mox.
Yeah, just or else.
Or
Like
else.
yeah, like if we Karn plus. Oh, okay, they're doing this instead, and then they
Oh,
concede.
they concede.
Okay, because we could have Karn plus probably for a land. Ancestor was coming down soon.
Well, even if I can't, I can Vroska, kill Corsair, and then like because this is destroy anything, and then after Corsar's dead, I get the treasure, which can give me Bolus next turn guaranteed. Like
Yeah, so we had multiple avenues where our opponent was just kind of in a hole. They faltered on. They kept a sketchy keep that could have been explosive if we were playing removal.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to stress how explosively powerful our opponent's deck is.
Yeah,
We saw no less than 3 Llanowar Elves.
like their hand with the Gaia's Cradle could have produced upwards to
Well,
2.
Well, think of it if we didn't have the
3.
dismember, if we did not have a way of interacting with that on 1, like they would have like probably played out like Raphaelos or something on 2, and then or Corsair, and then
I think they had 5 mana on turn 2 if we hadn't killed it, which could have been anything.
Right. So, but it's been a long time since I've done this, but we are now in
We're in the waiting zone.
We're in the waiting
zone. I like our deck.
Yeah.
It's performed admirably.
Our deck is greedy as hell, and I love it.
It's as old-fashioned of us to play a greedy deck like this.
Yeah, this is a nice turn.
Although no, if this was an old deck, it just wouldn't have any of the rules. It would have like City of Brass, and that's it.
You're right. You're right. That's that. God, you remember how many times we did freaking like Dragon's Maze, and it was just like, who needs duels in this 3-color deck? 6/6/5 is all I need. Like,
yeah, 6/6/5. Ty is a drinker. Ty is a drinker.
Yeah, no, hell
Not
yeah.
an Alpine Cube. What does Alpine Cube mean? Is that what they call Cuban in the league?
This is a normal cube. Yeah, this is this is not Swiss. This is single limb.
Single limb.
We have it's I did one of these last week, and it was a lot of fun then.
Fat Torture wants to see the deck.
Sure, absolutely. Let me grab that for you. So I've got something up for you. Because we are in the in-between zone, and I know people coming in and be like, "Oh, there's no magic going on here." It's like, there's magic going on here. It's just,
Alpine Cube is normal cube except with Ice Age block included. So you get 1 Vintage Cube pack, 1 pack of Homelands, and another cube pack, and then a pack of Ice Age.
All right. So I'm gonna sort by color, and hopefully that's readable. I wish they didn't have the lines over them. Is that?
Because you do not own any of them.
Analysis. Sample hand. Ah, sweet.
Just make this happen. So we got a piece of power. We got a fair amount of fixing. We've got heavy planeswalkers. We got bribery. We got treachery.
We didn't see either bribery nor treachery in that game.
Nope. We have 2 counter spells and a fair amount of kill spells.
Yeah. Pieces that are missing within this deck. We don't have.
Thoughtseize.
We don't have Thoughtseize. We do have Kite Sail as like a way to interact with the hand. We don't have a recursion. There's no way to recur a dead card in this deck. Deck.
We had a bite at regrowth, which the more time has passed, I'm pretty certain that regrowth is an underpowered card in Cube.
I think it's a necessary, or like, it's one of those historical cards for sure.
Yeah,
and it is
definitely.
The thing is that it gets more powerful the more powerful the format is. Like regrowth on Time Walk is like cheating.
Yeah, I also think regrowth is more powerful in more consistent decks where like what you're wanting to cast regrowth on.
Right.
In Cube environments, you're more interested in things that are repeated, like maybe less efficient but repeated recursion, something like Volrath's Stronghold, like that kind of effect.
Yeah.
Regrowth does not create repeated board states. in the way that
Right,
other
unless you
effects
do
do.
something really funky.
Yeah, like if you have ways to repeatedly flicker your own mnemonic wall,
Well,
like that
right.
kind of garbage. But
Yeah. But yeah, so this is, and I guess to show you this one, cards and what? There we go.
there we go.
This was our deck from
Ooh.
last week.
Kiki, Revelar, Cresto, Blade Splide. Oh, you got to play Night of the White Orchard.
Yeah, it was really good because there's a Sacred Foundry and Plateau to grab.
This looks pretty good.
Yeah, that was last week's. That was a lot of fun. It's like Splash for Kiki, which was really dumb. But this
Because like
one
if you
is,
resolve it, then you just this one is more of an all rounder, I think.
well, one thing about this deck is that I like, this is a level of removal I'm actually quite happy with. We're not too heavy on it that I feel like, oh god, our hand is just removal and no interaction. Like, I'm sorry, removal and no forwarding our board state. But because well, some of it, like Bone Shredder and Shriekmaw, do forward it. Same with Vraska or Nicol Bolas.
And treachery.
And same with Treachery. So like we have a lot of removal, and Riftwing Cloudscape. We have a lot of like ways to touch the board that advance the board, which gives us like a good foothold.
We just lost 69 viewers. Oh well. We got some card. We got a fair amount of. We have a really good balance of like card advantage with removal and threats, like things like Shardless and like the walkers that will have their own inherent card advantage to them.
Yeah, the thing
like some draw threes.
The things that scare me with this deck, the things that I fear in the sense that like it would be a match I think we would lose, are decks that are something like a stricter blue-white or like blue-X control variant because of how powerful something like Duress/Thoughtseize is against us. We have no recursion. So like if we get Duress/Thoughtseize on some of our top end, that doesn't come back.
Yeah, we only have one way to protect ourselves from that, and it's Brainstorm.
Yeah, which, I mean, it's Brainstorm, so... but we do have... I'm really happy with our card advantage machines, because Painful Truths is a... I don't know if I've played this card very much on stream.
Yeah, we've seen this card... We've often seen this card be worse compared to other cards. I know in the format it existed in, I laughed at it because I thought it was worse than Eat the Bones, which I'll stand by. In that format, it was worse than Eat the Bones. But in this format, it's much easier to be doing Sunburst effects.
Well, in that format, every deck was 4 colors, so that was why I played Painful Truth. That was Siege Rhino days.
I meant like in the draft format.
Oh, in the draft format, hell no. Like, yeah, you wanted to eat bones.
I love eating the bones.
We are waiting on a 1-1. Savage Cheater is fighting Azorius Rog.
Lots of Rogs and Togs in this setup. We also got Dibba Cabo.
Dibakabu, Fluffatog, Zarian, and we fought against Utared and Umri.
What was the card we were going to pick over Bolas before realizing we could just play Bolas? I don't remember. There was definitely a card we were thinking about.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Like, Bolas, well, one thing about Bolas, about this Bolas, and this has been sort of a thing that, like, there've been multiple Bolases past this. There's one in the core set, which comes out pretty soon here.
One in Amonkhet.
There's one in Amonkhet. This card is not in my collection. This Bolas doesn't have... And this is Oath, that was it, which I'm happy we picked the Bolas over. But this Bolas doesn't have, like, a predator. Like, in the sense that it either destroys a non-creature or steals a creature.
Yeah. And it solves everything, and usually you win before you ultimate it, but if you do manage to ultimate it, you immediately win the game, which is a good thing about.
The ultimate's also super cheap. Like,
yep, you go up. It's like plus minus, and like you're there.
Yeah, it's shoot them for 7. They discard 7 cards and sack 7 permanents. I have hit a player with that and then lost.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
They controlled Bitter Blossom.
Hey.
It ruled. Like, they saw my Bolas and, like, they're just like, eh. Like, I killed their blossom, their bitter blossom with Bolus, obviously, but like they still had like 5 fairy tokens, so they just sacked all their lands and killed me with fairy tokens.
Womp
They're
womp.
like, I could kill Bolus, but I just
Or I
want
could
to.
kill
I'll kill
you.
you. And it's like, oh, you figured out my trick. My life total's 12. Like,
We got Consecrated Sphinx in this deck.
yes, Consecrated Sphinx is a card that I think simultaneously is incredibly powerful and I underrate.
I think it has the Baneslayer Angel problem that we were discussing, where it's extremely powerful, extremely game-ending, but does not protect itself or does not immediately generate value.
Well, I'll disagree on the second one.
Yeah, like if your opponent's sorcery speed kills it, it at least cantrips.
It +2.
It draw 2 cards. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like if there's sorcery speed killing it, yeah. But if you're like playing this into a Doomblade,
Right. You feel a little bad about that, but like even like look at our deck. If we don't Mystic Snake it or a Cryptic it,
yeah, then
our answers are like Vraska or Bone Shredder or Shriek Maw
mm-hmm.
or
So like,
mine.
but yeah, it's less of the Bane's. It's also it does take a little while to beat your opponent to death with it, but that's usually fine because you're choking in cards, so like, you can't lose.
You have 1,000 cards, and your opponent can't try to draw extra cards.
Okay, I wasn't saying this. I'm not going to get nailed on the dice the Doom Blade thing, because I was specifically saying as a control finisher, a card that has no self protection might be less valuable than something that does.
It's not
like
Aetherling.
Or like Frost Titan, like that kind of thing.
Is there a desertion / similar effect in the cube? Could you get owned by Spelljack or a Spelljack-like card? I'm gonna keep checking here.
Let me look. I don't think desertion's in here. They made the cube list worse, so it's harder to tell.
I don't think so. I think like the only real ways you have of stealing it are Sower / Treachery after it's already done its thing.
Or control magic.
Right, after, but all of those are all after it's already done its thing. Or like Bolus even after it's already done its thing. Nothing will ever be Aetherling again until they return to Rav. No, Ravnica.
There's a Brightling.
No, we have to have the final one. We have 4.
You need Sludgeling.
Yeah, we need Sludgeling. That's the only one missing is the Sludgeling.
Because we've got Thornling, Torchling, Aetherling, and Morphling. We got Brightling just recently in Battle Bond, which some people want to play in Legacy DT, which they can if they want to, because Legacy DT is a really bad deck.
It's a deck that is continuously metamorphosizing. I think the most recent versions I've seen of it were like Eldrazi taxes.
That's the modern one.
That's okay.
Yeah, modern one is Eldrazi because of Eldrazi Displacer. Right. But the Legacy one is still doing like Aether Vials, Mother of Runes, Stone Mystic. Not doing Mangara Caracas anymore.
Right, Mangara Caracas is finally dead.
Mornling would be a good name for it, yeah. I just picked Sludgeling because it's on brand.
Right. Well, but the idea is that's like this long-running, very slow. It's not even a cycle, and it never was designed as one. But
it became a cycle because they chaos shifted Morphling into a less good but still fun card.
Yeah,
Torchling. And then they made Thornling, which is a really weird card.
Thornling is strong as hell.
Well, Thornling is strong as hell because it's like a 5/5 with haste or something.
Yeah, let me pull this up for y'all to have reference on these. I'll just type in Ling so you have
the Ling
during Tormentor.
Right.
Shop? Oh, right. The search here is garbage.
Yeah.
I'm on Magic Online. Sorry. Thornling here. 5 mana, 4/4, green for haste, green for trample, green for indestructible, and then one for
Water Courser, yeah.
power swap, which all the Morphlings share.
Yeah, some of them have it weird where it's one ability, which is very, very odd because
Wait, why is...
Brightling is not on Moto yet. Battlebond isn't on Moto yet.
I think some Battlebond cards are.
But I know this. I specifically brought up the Brightling in DT because I was on a Channel Fireball video lately where somebody was playing DT.
But yeah, and then Torchling has a bunch of strange effects.
They're playing DT and then immediately lost to a bunch of blue decks. Like, okay.
Yeah, but Aetherling, like, when we talk about control finishers, like, Aetherling is obviously, like, the one that's the most, we're gonna be starting in 2 minutes.
Right.
Is the most, like, known, like, it's like, I think these days, like, Morphling is the one that was,
back in the day.
Back in the day. Now, we're waiting to start, we got a clock counting down right there. Like, Morphling was huge because you could play it on 3 on a Grim Monolith and keep up protection. But Aetherling was sort of notorious in the Sphinx's Rev decks of the time.
Yeah.
But,
oh yeah.
But, like, not all, like, there are other control finishers that...
Like, I brought up Frost Titan just because,
Right, I think of...
Perlink Agent.
Can't be countered, return 3 lands you control. Like, it has a protection. It has, like, you know, something like that where it has, like, a way to keep itself from being killed. The current blue...
what is it called? The Elder Dinosaur.
Elder Dino, which isn't nearly as good as some of the other versions of that, you know, the finisher.
But its value in Nezerol, its value is that it generates cards when your opponent kills it, and then like you can choose to not do that.
Yeah.
It was Brightling. Brightling's last ability is 1, gets either +1, -1, or -1/+1 to 1 to turn, which is very odd because you declare the ability, and until resolution, your opponent doesn't know which one picks it, which is very rare in the game of Magic because it's
basically Cataclysm or bust.
Yeah,
like not boom bust. You know what's going on there, but yeah, Morphling, as it was said, Morphling was probably up until Psychotog easily known as the strongest creature in the game of Magic. And like that's not like I don't even think that's really debatable for the formats it was in.
Yeah. Rainbow of Freet is Kaz's choice because it has blue to phase until 1 to turn. This is a keep that could lose.
I think
pretty easily.
God.
Okay, this is a hand with 1 castable spell.
I know. We need to draw blue to make this functional.
On blue, it's all right.
The reason I want to keep, and the reason I think I am going to keep it, is the trio. We are on full colors outside of double blue, which means that a lot of our draws are live.
Yeah, this is probably keepable.
I think this is like a keep that can punish me, but not one that but I'm definitely willing to give it the go.
This is a hand that might be casting Dismember for mana.
Bribery in my hand is really nice. I like having that.
Although we need a forest next turn.
I'm not allowing a looter to live.
Yeah, we cast forest here in case we draw island for Mystic Snake.
Yes.
Or
okay,
we find Mox Diamond. We find our Mox.
No, this is gonna be abrupt decay because that's the worst case.
Brainstorm. Oh, we found the Mox.
Found the Mox.
Put Cryptic and Bribery on top. We put Karn and Cryptic on top, maybe.
I'm gonna put Cryptic on like full to like the second down because it's uncastable in the hand.
Yeah.
So let's go That, and honestly, it doesn't matter, because we're going to draw the card back.
Yeah, we're going to draw the card. Which, it's unlikely that our opponent's going to go Swamp Inquisition, but I don't mind protecting Karn at all. Just in case. Or Bribery, which...
Then I'm going to play the Mox to, like, fake having something.
Yeah, so if they ever want to Rex Sage us, they would Rex Sage the guy.
Okay.
Oh, God. Okay, then we got Bone Shredder. It's fine.
Yeah, we just kill that.
It's fine.
So you just
or we could just take we have to Bone Shred here, or we start losing our mana.
I could just Bribery, goddammit. Like,
oh, I thought that was Treachery.
no, that's
yeah.
Bribery.
Huh.
They're tapped out.
They're tapped out. They could force us. Who cares? They're probably going to kill our guy when they attack us with Trigon.
Holy shit.
Wormcoil Engine. Inkwell Leviathan. Progenitus! Hey! Okay. I think we pick it.
Oh my god. Yes?
Hell, you have 2 turns to live. Oh god, our opponent has to be a natural order deck, right?
Yeah, but we stole their Progenitus. Like, they're dead in 2.
Okay, I mean, for next game.
I know, yeah, I was gonna say, I saw the Force of Will, by the way.
Oh god, they have Force of Will natural order? Oh god.
Yeah!
Opponent's deck is scary.
Theft. Oof.
Jeez.
Oof. I'm a little scared of what we can, So yeah, there were a lot of cards to take in on that.
Oh, they had Thoughtseize?
How about Hippie?
That's what I was thinking, is maybe we play Hippie, just try to if they're going to spend all their time card disadvantaging themselves, maybe we can help them. What's bad here?
I want the removal so that we can't let, so that Natural Order can't land.
Yeah, which might, so maybe Dreadbore as well?
Yeah, what if we take out, I want Disc in because we don't have another way to answer, like...
I think it might be Bolus as a card we board out.
That is real big, ain't it?
Yeah.
Like, I wanna...
Do they have Show and Tell as well?
They did. Artifact, creature, enchantment, or land that doesn't put walkers in.
I think Eureka says permanent.
Yeah, so let's put in this. I think Eureka does, but...
Yeah, Eureka says permanent, but we didn't see Truths. Painful Truths, maybe? I don't know. I kind of like it, but for Dreadbore.
Okay.
Do we want to put a Swamp in?
Over Forest?
Maybe. Just...
Let's make it happen.
Let's rock.
Ooh.
Shit.
That's a good reaction.
Like, well, you got me.
Well, fuck.
I mean, that's been us before.
Oh,
only
God.
with Immercool.
I'm
Refuse to board out your... Oh, God. Yeah, this is good.
This sucks, but it's also good. But this is...
They kept 7, too.
Yeah, we need this freebooter.
Okay.
Nice.
Top 10, gonna be great.
They went up to 42 cards from 41. Yes.
Did they pass?
Yes.
That makes me feel better.
How good is their hand, then? Like, their hand must be the combo if they kept a one-lander, right?
Then we just take the natural... Are they gonna force this? Although we drew another land.
Oh, yeah, we're drawing lands, like, way too much.
Oh, that's worth doing after... This is a form of Magic, because we had a free win. Yep, they're forcing it. Okay, and we got Looter Core and Force of Will off of our...
No, the best thing here is that we got Looter out, so they can't fix their hand.
Yeah, okay, but that means they have to be holding the combo.
Yeah, they must be holding the combo now, then. So we want them
we want to draw Hypnotic Spectre. Oh!
Stop it. Cut it
fetch
out.
Island.
Yeah, we fetch Island so that I can...
Cryptic.
Bribery next turn.
We have lots of live draws. We happen to also have a lot of dead ones. Okay, that one. if they play a green creature, we can kill it.
Yeah.
It's not a dead draw.
There's a land. I'm gonna go grab green.
Mm-hmm.
And play like Wall of Roots or something.
Or
Chart of Course.
Chart of Course. Okay, I thought they were gonna play.
No, they might have some reanimation stuff going on too.
Deer Hulk. Okay. Okay.
You're
a counterspell.
You're beautiful.
And their force is gone.
Yeah, their force is gone. On the downside, there's no bolus to draw.
Yeah.
Natural Order.
Natural Order says
I want to show this for y'all. Sacking
green creature. Yep. So we might just Dreadbore that.
Yeah, that's my thought process. Is just Dreadbore it.
If they get a snake, which is a little lame, but
or do we Abrupt Decay that?
I think we Abrupt Decay it, just because it's if we're leaving the section of the game where that might be relevant, at the CMC cost on it.
If they have Recurring Nightmare, we just like kill it. It's not a real
yeah.
problem.
We just Mystic Snake it.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Although I will note that Stirring Wildwoods is a green creature.
That's a lot of mana, though.
That is a lot of mana.
And we can Mystic Snake the fetch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have to be doing Reanimator. If we should have,
Yeah.
We got so excited. I should have took a screenshot when we saw their entire deck.
Got rid of the Wall Roots. I did scan it. Like, that's why I know a number of the cards they actually have access to. It's just not a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the Force, for instance.
Yeah,
and I saw the Inkwell Leviathan, things of that nature.
I just got very excited because I saw
Progenitor, yeah.
Yeah.
We do have a video if you want to go look back at that.
It's true. Okay, we found the snake target.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
So maybe they weren't holding the combo and they were just holding Recurring Night. They had Ophiomancer and Recurring Nightmare in their opener.
Really liking this 11 land here, or 10 land here. This is hefty. We want to draw a Consecrated Goddamn Sphinx. Hey, sure, Trigon Predator, you're dying to Dreadbore.
Mm-hmm. Like, we're Dreadboring. Do we cast that to kill the snake?
Yeah, I think we cast that to kill the snake.
Hold up our Mana Leak. Also wouldn't hate to bouncing the Wildwood, but this getting rid of the snake lets our snake attack.
Yeah.
We have a reasonable clock now.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, Mox Pearl.
So we don't attack with the
With the snake.
Yeah, because they can just Stirring Wildwood, activate, and block. If they actually started activating their lands and tried to race us, they would win.
Yeah. Does Wildwood have reach or just vigilance?
It does have reach. I made a mistake because I don't read cards in my mind.
Oof.
Thanks for that. I mean that sincerely.
I know. Just I thought for a second, wait, That one has keywords, right?
No, to me, I'm like, it doesn't do anything. God, they don't have. Can they hardcast there? Are they going to. Wait, how close are they to hardcast on.
They need double everything, so they
No,
don't
no, no,
have
no,
double.
no, 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 not that one.
Oh, Inkwell
And
Leviathan.
here they're going, yeah, and here they're doing that thing I talked about where they can just race us. Because we have nothing. God, we have nothing.
Hopefully this hits Ancestral.
I'll take it.
Cryptic Command. Or Karn. Karn just kind of dies.
No, Karn is fine. Like, I don't think I'll play it this turn, but Karn is fine.
Yeah, Karn's fine. It's something. Or now we can hold up Cryptic. No, we can't.
Yes, we can.
You're gonna.
I know the top two
Plus,
cards of my library.
yeah, where we do know, yeah.
They're both untapped lands. So I get to hold up Cryptic.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 6 more lands in our deck. So we have a 2 and 3 chance of not drawing a land.
No, we have a removed Mox. There's less.
Okay, so a little less than that.
Oh god, why is that so horrible?
If they do go to Inkwell here, okay, they're just going to attack Karn.
I'm fine with Creeping Tar Pit coming in. I'm not going to stop that. The thing is, like, Stirring Wildwood can't come in because we can,
Yeah.
double.
So, like, if we, it depends who they're attacking here. They're attacking us.
Yeah, they want a clock.
Okay.
Which is pretty reasonable.
How big is that Tarmogoyf?
Holy shit. Instant, sorcery, creature, land, artifact, 5/6.
Okay. That's, oh, I didn't know what it says on it. It says,
6/7. Oh, shit.
6/7. Yeah.
Sorry, there's enchantment too.
Enchantment. Okay. Okay, no, this is good. We're running out of them. Can also start making pods
Yeah.
soon. 2 activations and we outsize creepy the Wildwood.
Yep. And Tarmogoyf is pretty quick clock here.
If we do counter one of their spells, we can counter bounce Shardless, I think, because Shardless will hit
Either abrupt
Ancestral.
Yeah, Ancestral at this point, right? Like we have
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Because the abrupt is in.
Ooh. Well, that I have to counter that, right?
Yeah, I think so. Either draw a card or bounce their Wildwood.
I don't think that does anything.
You just let us attack. Counter draw seems good too, though. I like drawing cards.
We have to do this because, you know. Ha.
Wop wop. That means it wouldn't have worked anyways, because we would have drawn the Ancestral.
Yep.
Thrag Tusk. I like seeing
beautiful. I think I'm gonna start minusing. No.
Wait, minus Karn and attack with Tarmogoyf, or
let's attack with Tarmogoyf first.
Do they have like a path or something? Yep. Makeshift mannequin on noxious gear hook.
That will do it. Sadly, again, the Brain Maggot was a very good card to have there.
Yeah. So... It barely matters because we're going to suspend Ancestral here. Decking might be a problem.
Yeah, that's what I was considering that with the Ancestral, but... Our
I guess we can always we can choose not to cast it when it goes, right?
I think I can... Let me
Because
just...
I know we fucked that up before.
Is that a May? Cast it. I don't think it's a May. We can make them draw cards if we're fools.
Did they attack Karn here? Or did they attack
If Girl
us?
comes in, I double block it. Like, this is coming face.
Okay.
That's a pretty good card.
Mm-hmm. Destroy target non-artifact, non-black creature.
Well, I got problems here.
And we attack with Thragtusk. I think we plus Karn if we wanted to live. We're fine with it dying. We can minus it. If they can send the tar pit at it. That's one good thing about having Teferi in your deck is you can't mill. You just repeatedly, ooh.
That's nice.
Why'd they give us that?
Because
instead
the
of
other card was Fatal Push, which kills their tar pit.
Oh, that's true.
They're gonna transform their Escanto.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they didn't, it would die to disc.
Yeah. This game's become such a slap fight.
Yeah. I want Bribery, damn it. Tar Pit's on. That's their win con, is just Tar Pit attack. Tar Pit attack.
Yeah, they don't really need to do anything else because they can just in-step activate Escanta.
Yep.
What?
Non-creature, non-land.
Mm-hmm. Going after us.
So, a notable thing, I don't want to spend that disc until Progenitus shows its face.
Yeah.
If possible.
They're doing it main phase.
Final card in hand?
They're tapping their Escanta. Are they drawn?
Oh, they could have tapped it for blue, too.
True.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're almost out.
Okay. And in with the Ragtusk.
Yep.
Here's a fun thing. I think we can target the Gearhulk with Fatal Push.
Yes. Destroy target creature if its mana cost is 2 or less.
Yeah, and because it's a makeshift mannequin,
it'll die.
It'll die.
So this is a really strong thing to have access to. Let's see what this grabs.
Dueling Fire Arenas.
Whiff.
They whiffed.
Whiff, okay. I like whiff a lot, actually. Now, here's a cool thing. That, like, they've had so few green sources, they still couldn't, like, activate Wildwood in natural order yet. Like, that's just not possible. 5? Ooh, they're going big. Or are they going combat? What's going on here? Ship with Gearhulk.
At whom? I
Face.
think that's a double block
Yeah.
on with Snake and something.
Waiting for them to pay costs.
Well, if they like armed it or something, we could
Right.
we could kill it in
We
response.
can kill it with fatal. Well, hell, it's a mannequin, right? Like,
Yeah.
when it becomes the target of a spell or ability, like, they can't do it.
Oh, they're doing this on attacks?
What is happening?
Okay. Did they mess up?
What is this? Why is a Wildwood untapped? What is this?
It's a green creature, but they can't cast it. They can't cast natural order. They don't have 2 green mana.
Even if they did, like, they natural order, I just disc.
Yeah. I think we just block here. Like a Snake and somebody else. Probably Pog.
Now Pog's more important.
Pog it becomes a...
What is this?
Yeah.
Could be natural order, but I have disc in play still, so I don't care.
They have to land... They have to green land.
They're also opening me up to the fatal push that they know is in my hand.
Maybe that's what they were doing, is just trying to get us to cast Fatal Push on Stirring Wildwood. I'm confused. Okay, Worm Coil Engine.
Sure. Do I want to kill that Wildwood? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. That Worm Coil is a little awkward. Just because one of our ways of winning is Bribery right now. I looked it up, you have to draw. You mean you have to cast the Ancestral.
God, these suck.
We had no idea how bad these cards were against our opponent.
All right. I want to take Bone Shredder out for Bolus in, because having Bolus in is way too important in this matchup.
Yeah,
Not
I
having
decided
Bolus
that
is
as well.
Not having Bolus is probably what's going to lose us this game flat, which sucks.
Yeah. Although, I think Vraska 7 turns ago would have been pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Sadly, we're not in that position, though. But no, like, the Bone Shredder's awful in this matchup. There's almost nothing it can kill. Shriekmaw's almost also, like, just as useless.
Mm-hmm. We block with Thragtusk and a Pog.
Now we're going 2 Pogs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, reason 2 we might lose is, you know, the lands we've been drawing, sure, certainly.
Mm-hmm.
So the vision has to be draw us 4 cards next turn, and that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I think, though, if we can steal either of their big creatures, the game just kind of ends 2 turns afterwards, right? Like, if we get Progenitus or if we get Inkwell Leviathan,
Yeah.
like, what's up? They can't block that. Tooth and Nail. Okay, we need to draw it. It turns out.
Well, we have disc, so like Tooth and Nail and Twine, we just blow disc.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary as hell, though. But yeah, removing the Bolus was, in very hindsight, I guess I did not respect how bad Bone Shredder was.
Me either. Because I thought our opponent would be on like little green guys.
Here's the thing: is we thought like we saw Walroots and okay.
Animate dead. Okay.
So we go to 4 cards in deck. Anime Dead pre-disc. They're trying to get us to blow the disc.
Yep.
Their deck
they
contains Progenitus and Inkwell Leviathan, cards that only the disc answers.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get us to blow the disc on things that aren't those cards. There's Treachery, which is
Treachery on Wormcoil Engine?
yeah, Treachery on Wormcoil means that when we blow disc, we end up with the board.
Yeah. And we can, I guess, play Hippie. Just as a flying creature. They have a reach thing, but
We can Fatal Push
can
that if it...
Fatal Push or Dismember it. Dismember becomes more attractive when we control a lifelinker.
Yeah.
Okay, so somewhere in the last 4 card. What if Bribery is the last card?
Then it's useless.
Yeah.
So if disc blows, we get 9 power. So they do have Tooth and Nail. They can entwine it. Yeah, Karn is now dead. I'm not active. I will minus Karn to get that Mox Sapphire because it pumps the construct.
Mm-hmm.
So here's Tooth and Nail entwined. Yep. Oh my god.
This game is something else.
Yeah, this is a hell of a game we've got going on here. So this grabs Inkwell Leviathan and Progenitus, making our Bribery worthless.
So they have... But if we blow disc into, and they don't have an answer for it, they have 3 mana up. I should look to see if Disallow is here.
2 cards enter the revealed zone. It's Woodfall Primus and Progenitus. We can kill Primus fully.
Mm-hmm. So they're probably going to blow up Treachery here. Let's see what they go to target with. Wait.
They're blowing up Treachery.
So we disc now.
Yeah, so we have to disc now.
They can blow up one of the... They're kind of left without things to blow up after we disc. Like the Woodfall Primus is just going to kill Karn.
And a billion activations.
Mm-hmm. Place abilities on stack.
Yep. So we get a billion 3/3s. Persist. This is getting like Shriek Mod or something.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I'm fine with you killing Karn.
We can cast Shriek Maw.
Yeah, I can cast Shriek Maw. Then the other destroy thing goes off, and then... Okay.
We have a target for Shriek Maw.
I know.
It's so...
Hey, guess what's in their deck right now?
A Progenitus?
It's shuffled in.
Yay!
Known cards in their deck. Hostage Taker, Gaunty, Thoughtseize Tez. I think we win from this position.
And like, then we just cast Shriek Maw. They can't hostage take Progenitus because the only thing they could hostage take would be Shriek Maw, which would kill Beast Token. That's all it would do.
Yep.
Which Hostage Taker already could.
And we have Fatal Push plus Dismember as backup.
So we attack half their life. We attack them down to half, and the next turn they die to Progenitus. We lifelink up to 12 or 11.
Oh, I love that we were owned by Umri. Oh my god. Progenitus, I'm really glad that we were able to keep them from... They had to use that Tooth and Nail to force it, right? Like, that was the only way.
Yeah. Also, what it means is that...
Oh, hey, Gaunty. Oh, so they're... Oh, God.
No, it only exiles one card.
I know, but like...
But they get their pick.
Imagine if they could loop that.
Wait a shit, I have to look up. Painful Truce. You draw X cards and lose X life. Okay.
Oh my god, if they owned us with our own painful truths
Yeah,
as a final...
like if that was Sign in Blood, we would just lose.
Oh my god, that would own so much though? What if like Cryptic was in our deck and they could like Cryptic down our team to buy more time and then like bounce Gonti, replay Gonti?
I mean, we should be able to math out what our what deck is, right? Like it is Painful Truths.
No, that's one we boarded out. We boarded out Truths and we boarded out Bolus. Vraska.
Okay, so they have Vraska, which they can cast.
Yeah, they can cast Vraska. They have... Looking likely more that.
They can't Vraska to make us draw 2.
No, the Cryptic's in our Cryptic's in our grave.
Yeah, but Cryptic couldn't make us draw 2 anyways. They would just tap our team.
Well, they would tap our team and bounce Gonti.
Yeah. Thoughtseize reveal. Okay, they're gonna Thoughtseize us.
Well, I'm gonna kill Gonti.
Push in. Do we push in response, or do we just?
I mean, let me tell you something about Fatal Push, and it's.
I mean, you know, what I mean, dismember in response.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't take all of our kill spells either way. Could Bone Shredder works just as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not Mystic Confluence.
We did it.
Man, okay, you know what? You know what? The okay. You know what? The we would not have won if we had not drawn 3 cards there.
No, we would not.
So it was correct. We used every part of the buffalo.
Yeah, I knew we had to because the Bribery plus the Destruction of Progenitus was how I thought we were winning.
Yeah. Turned out that just like the treachery on Wormcoil was enough.
Yeah, well, they had to like kill it, and that didn't do anything. So
it's just the Progenitus made us. Well, there's still time in the round.
Yeah, there's still time in the round.
Well, okay.
I mean, we ended 0-2, right? Like.
Yeah, but that last fight was so long. I'll be back in a second.
Hold on. You want to see You want to see generic faces?
Wait, what? What's generic faces? Oh no, the slime. Yeah, I haven't filled in my other emote slots yet, just because I didn't think anyone would. The slime is there. Do that.
And I also gave myself a different slime too.
Okay, one moment.
Hold on, and I give myself this one too. Hi. You should be able to see these on the stream. They're in the bottom corner. There you go. So sadly, that slime is the hat slime is 10, and Medable is my 25 because I only have one slime. I only have one like emote at each tier. So
yeah.
So like the slime hat is 10. And Medable is 25, but I wanted them for myself.
Yeah, that might be worth just for me doing it. I don't know what my other emotes would be. I could just be a fucking Dorigo.
I would absolutely positively not make them the like 10 and 25 because that feels rude. If I could, and the moment that I can, I will change that. But as is, I wanted to have myself a metal slime, and I made hat slime. Like
it's a good slime.
Like last week on Friday, I was like, I need to make 2 emotes, so I made hat slime. Well, though hat slime was based on an existing hat slime. So, anyway, there you go. Those exist. Also, thank you for the bits, Demo.
The bits.
No, keep it going, Shabadoo. Keep it. How you like it? Don't feel like I did not make these to like. For the purpose of tempting way too much money out of people. I made them for the purpose of allowing me to put a slime emote.
Yeah.
So I assure you at this very moment that that if I ever get additional emote slots, which I think the only thing I'm missing right now is I need to have like a constant 75 person like.
Yep, that's also what I'm doing. I need that as well. Everything else, but that's the hard one. Is the last one's the hard one.
Yeah. Like I said, it's the. But I did Mastazal. I saw the shirt. Again, as I mentioned, I made them for I honestly made them for myself, but I figured that again, you might like to see them. Please don't like that's it's cool. I'm happy if for everyone who is either here watching or anything, it's great. I'm glad you're here having a good time. We're having a good time. We're playing some really good games of Magic where we steal Progenitus from our opponent.
Yeah, where our good deck performs admirably and our opponent is grumbled by it.
Thank you
What
very
I'm
much,
happy
Bulldozer. Thank you very much for the sub.
You know what I'm happy for? We're only technically playing a blue-green deck. We're much more playing... I feel like our deck's identity is not blue-green. Our deck's identity is pretty solidly Sultai. And you know what? I'm happy about that.
Yeah, we really are. I mean, black is such a huge part of our deck, right?
Yeah.
Like,
how good is blue-green and Dominaria drafting? I've never noticed. But not because I've only drafted that format with the robots, which sort of force you to do stuff. And like green-black is the one everyone wants with the robots.
yeah, like, well, that's tough.
I should draft that format at some point so I could try blue-green out, because I think blue-green's also is I play that color combination a lot too.
Yeah, I have a lot of different. Yeah, we also have our Bolus Splash, which changes our color identity a little bit too. But no, I guess I'll pull up the deck for those who are just jumping in, so that you can all see this. I want y'all to have something to look at. But yeah, this is the deck. Below the cut here, we've got Karn, Nev's Disc, and Mox Sapphire. This is the main crux of it, is these cards.
Really, we're more a black-blue deck that plays a lot of green.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm really happy with our green,
Yeah, our green is like it's like some of our best cards. Just like the Abrupt Decay being our only instant speed removal spell.
Well, no, we have,
or Fatal Push too, yeah.
And Dismember. Like, we have a lot.
Yeah. And like Tarmogoyf being a 6/7. We finished round 2.
Yep. We're waiting on the third game between Savage Cheater and Fluffatog.
We're also 4-0 currently.
Yeah.
We have not lost. We have not dropped a game.
This is a fun deck.
He does everything except race. He does not do that.
We tried to race with that Tarmogoyf, but like it just like ate it, and it's
it was
a 6/7. It's so big.
Yeah, that's what the Timber Moon decks do. That play Tarmogoyf is the flavor. There's different flavors of control decks. Sometimes you want a control finisher, but that one kind of you play Tarmogoyf instead, so that you're putting out threats that can die, but on turn 2.
Right. And that's reasonable,
And then you play Blood Moon.
Blood Moon. Yeah.
I love Blood Moon.
I have no idea.
The sub just kind of goes away, and it doesn't, because I do the Twitch Prime. It doesn't tell you when it goes away. It just fucking stops. So I'll try to put a skull in somebody's chat, and like it won't work. I'm like, well, fuck, I have to go sub to Gems.
There is a subscription page on Twitch, right? Like there is like a Twitch page that tells you all your.
Yeah, but I think when it's Twitch Prime, it's less like you don't get a warning when your sub's about to worn out, which I think it does with paid subs.
Heck.
In any case, it's still fun.
Yeah. One thing I do want to do is when I do, apparently for affiliates, they're adding the ability to change the little icon for subs.
Yep. Okay. Here is one thing here's an idea I have.
All right, tell me about it.
Here's my idea. We see how many people among our friends who are all affiliates or whatever, and see how many of us could switch our sub icon to the same like skull picture. Maybe different color, maybe color coded.
Ooh. My sub icon, I literally just wanted it to be an incrementing slime.
Ooh, just slightly
So
bigger.
so
Bigger slime.
no, it's like it starts at blue slime, then it goes to red slime, then it goes to like metal slime, and then like it keeps going from there. So
Well, the only slime I can think of that's also a skull is Slitherhead, even though it's not a slime.
oh man, Slitherhead. I didn't think we were thinking about slimes that are skulls, and that we couldn't come up with a slime that was a skull, but Slitherhead's close, I'd say.
It is it's a plant zombie, but I think it's a slime. Plants can be slimes.
Yeah. It's true. But yeah, I'm thinking I might have to do more like longer streams. Is the
Yeah.
like more streams that have length to them, because then I can end up with like, because just from how I know people showing up here, there's a number of people who have just shown up. Hey, I just jumped into it now, and then that's more people hanging out. I can't believe we stole Progenitus twice with Bribery. Did you know Bribery is one of the strongest cards in the cube?
I was aware of that. Yeah.
Because okay, so we're gonna lose to RDW, right?
Yeah, the person who was getting those last
pick goblin
jackal
guide.
pups.
Yeah.
I'm looking at all the uses to see if any of them is a experiment one has a skull.
True.
Hanvir, the Writhing Township, also probably has a skull. Probably has a lot of them. I was talking about the movie The Blob lately. You should watch that.
Bribery is a card that lets fair decks be just as unfair as other. Yes, it puts everybody on the same level. Also, looks like Savage Cheater was done in.
Rip.
We are fighting Fluffatog.
Necrotic Ooze is also full of skulls. Mimeoplasm can be in the shape of a skull. Everything else doesn't look like it. Also, you know what? Ooze does not look anything like an ooze, but looks like a plant. It's the most common ooze, Scavenging Ooze.
Well, Scavenging Ooze is probably the best ooze, right? Like, of oozes.
But it looks like Seymour. Or what no, not Seymour. Audrey 2? What's the little shop of horrors?
Yeah. Like, I know what you're talking about. This is Scavenging Ooze.
What's the name of this goddamn plant?
There are other, like, good oozes, but I don't think anything is close to the power of that ooze.
Yeah, like, it just does everything.
There's some obviously great oozes in, like, Kraj. I know I've played Necroplasm before, though I don't think anyone else in the world has.
Miming Slime.
But yeah, so I feel like it's a very high chance that our opponent is on, like, the beatdown, right? Like,
yeah, some kind of aggressive plan. Probably red. We haven't seen any, like, major red players, so we're probably fighting someone with lightning strikes, chain lightning, lightning bolt, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and so we have to use our removal heavily and board in.
I was right. It was Audrey 2. That's the name of the plant.
Good.
But now we're on.
All right, won the dice roll.
We're fighting Teferi.
Oh, I mean, sort of. This is Echo Mage.
He has the same beard. Yeah, he's like a bad man of war, right?
Copies things like.
This is a turn 1 ancestral that also has
on it because it has fatal push on.
Yeah, because we can, if we're under pressure, we can pain that blood crypt to. We're also a forest away from casting Shardless with the Abrupt Decay in our hand. I guess with the. So that's either a Brainstorm or a.
And the Fatal Push, yeah. So.
Yeah, I guess that's a Brainstorm or a Mox Diamond or Mox Sapphire. Oh God! Okay, you want to kill that right now?
This might be a little overzealous, but
Look, they go into. They just like they
Hey!
Okay, no, it was not. It was not overzealous.
Oh my God.
Forest? Oh, okay.
As long as we're making our land drops, it's okay.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Factory, huh? Our workshop, not factory. Research factory is something else.
Yeah, workshop though. Oh my goodness. So this taps for triple, but only on So the fact that we killed that welder might matter a lot here.
Okay, we're 2 turns off our ancestral.
So it goes off next turn when we'll get our green there.
Yeah, we'll certainly will. Or probably will. We're slightly ahead, so this kind of back and forth pass benefits us, but they have a Mox jet.
Okay.
Okay, that's just swamp.
Alright, is Imp's
For now.
Mischief in the cube? That'd rule if that was.
I do not believe
I
so.
don't think so, because I'm the only person in the world. There's like maybe 6 people in the world who know what Imp's Mischief is. If you ever had a spell Imp's Mischief away, you will never forget it.
Search, hold up, abrupt decay?
Yeah, that seems reasonable. Or just Abrupt Decay that mocks.
Or abrupt decay the Mox. That's reasonable too. Although wait, if we abrupt decay, we have to get forest when we kind of want to get island.
True.
So we could just play shardless here. And
that gets us either Brainstorm or Mox?
Or Mox, yeah. I like that we can mentally map out every card that shardless can hit. Usually with these Cascade cards, it's a lot more.
I'm gonna go search.
It might be worth just abrupt decaying their jet because they're so behind on mana.
I want to keep them behind.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, okay.
Spell Pierce.
Okay. Then that's a smart move on their end. So it didn't matter what we were doing there. That wasn't happening. I do want a bribery.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm afraid of their hand quality.
Shardless first.
Yeah, we shardless first. They can't. I guess. Yeah, if they mana leak us, they can mana leak us.
Well, we
There's
can't stop
miscalc.
that.
Let me look real quick to see if miscalc is, but we would rather. Yeah, miscalculation not in the cube.
There's the freebooter, which is great. I want to see their hand.
Oh, I completely forgot about Kitestail freebooter.
That gives us full info.
Yeah. They're a turn off. They can cast.
I think I want that Mind Twister deck out of there, right? Like.
Yeah. Their turns off of everything in their hand. Mind Twist they can cast for like Pim to Turok at some point.
The thing is, Dak fixes their hand, right?
Yeah, Dak might just be worth taking. We might have to keep Snake up for that Garruk because Garruk can get their like once we get our double blue.
Yeah.
If we don't find double blue, do we play Disc next turn or suspend Rippling Cloudskate?
Ooh, they drew something.
Sorcerer Spyglass.
Oh, they're gonna name Disc.
Okay.
God.
Yeah.
Why is this interface so bad?
Commit and Memory are both 2 cards, so this is known cards. They're off green.
I got rid of an FTK, by the way. I clicked on it twice because. Anyway.
Yes, they have an FTK. Niven rolls Disc. Suspend Cloudskate or Abrupt Decay their Mox.
Both.
I like yeah, we do both, and we attack for 3. We can play the disc at some point and then have the secret of bounce the Spyglass, then activate disc. Although more likely we're just gonna like find another land and cast Vraska.
Yeah.
And we could kill it at our leisure.
I guess we're casting Disc.
Yeah.
Well, again, seems to have a quite strong deck, but like, is
This is
hobbled.
this is the classic problem of Mishra's workshop.
Yeah.
Welder and deck and workshop means they have to have something.
Yeah, they must have like a Titan or something.
Mm-hmm. It's not. It could be any of the. It could be some of the Gearhulks. It could be. It's. That's a slow land, but it solves many of our problems.
Right, it means we can leave up Mystic Snake next turn.
Or do we just want to play the Sphinx?
I guess we'll see.
Yeah, or Vraska. We have lots of decisions. This is a stable holding pattern we are in, where we could just attack them. Okay, they decided we could just attack them with a.
See, the thing is, if they would have let the game go any longer, I would have Bribery to see what's in their deck.
Yeah.
Okay, which we don't have a ton of intel on them. I feel like, from what we did know,
the artifact, like the Shriekmaw and Bone Shredder, were weaker.
But they still had like FTK.
Yeah,
and they still had I think Bone Shredder out's fine. I think
like
Dreadbore
maybe Bone Shredder for Dreadbore,
Yeah,
because they have the Duck too.
Yeah, they had Duck and they have Garrick.
Here is a weird suggestion.
What do you want?
How is Freyalise in this matchup? Perhaps
that seems like they'll have enough targets, right?
Conceivably, it could be. It's hard to say.
I'm okay with that. What do we not like?
I don't know. I learned my lesson about trying to cut Nicol Bolas.
Yeah, that's how Bolas go.
Maybe we don't need it because like we already have Vraska, which has the same ability basically.
True. Let's go like this.
Yeah, and if we become desperate for artifact removal, we can do we can bring in Freyalise. But Vraska already easier to cast for some reason.
Yeah.
And has a better ability. Huh. No black.
This is real bad.
0 castable spells. 1 castable spell. 2 castable spells.
Sure, fetch.
Taiga.
So they have a green splash.
Top. Turns out you cannot abrupt decay top.
Yeah. Glad you fixed it, Manic.
That's good. Ah, man, this game's gonna take forever.
Yeah.
The top has entered the battlefield.
Hey, main phase top. Let's not even upkeep it.
They must have wanted to draw and potentially have their mana open. I don't see why you wouldn't. Okay, that means they probably have a land light hand. If they look at the top 3, see a land, they might spin the top just to hit their land drop.
Okay, well.
Okay, I don't hate that at all.
That's strong. I like knowing what this stops attack.
Yeah, only corrosion grip is abrupt enough. Nothing. Oh no, we get Duretti or stacks. I think we have to pick stacks. Okay, what are the modes on Duretti? Can you look at it without picking it? That's scary. Okay.
Discard 2, draw 2. I don't want to let them have Duretti with all these lands is the problem.
Yeah. And stacks. Man, we're seeing the issue with abrupt decay here. Yeah, I think we picked Duretti. And we just trade lands with stacks.
Yeah. So we know their hand. Yep.
It's top.
This is game 2, match 3. We won.
Yep. We won game 1 because of Mishra's workshop and failing to function. Opponent is on stacks, huh? Stacks is not a deck you commit too lightly. They're just playing stacks.
No, they can tap the top too if they've got a card on there. Yeah. They've got a secret they didn't want us to, like, steal. Here it comes. What do we got? So there's stacks.
Okay.
What's the backup for this?
Goblin Welder.
That's dead as hell.
The stacks didn't happen.
Well, I mean,
the channel didn't happen. That's a good way to fight stacks.
yeah, holy shit. Abrupt Decay plus...
Yeah, abrupt decay. Just suspend that. Abrupt their goblin attack for 1. Let's see if they stack the trigger on smokestacks right.
Actually, yeah, Dismember.
Yeah, the
Because Abrupt Decay kills, like, Dak.
abrupt decay kills Dak or like a sorcerer's spyglass or any number of things. Okay, did they stack it correctly? Because you should put the sacrifice trigger.
Yeah, they know how to do it.
Okay. For those at home, you stack it so that you put a soot counter on it after you sacrifice permanents equal to the number of soot counters on it.
Yep.
Yes, their hand is Island Swamp.
Yeah, it's just known info over here.
Yeah.
And they know the top 2 cards of their deck. So the Bolus in our hand is just, like, hyper bad, but, like, the card I want to draw is Shardless Agent.
Shardless Agent would be very, very good.
Painful Truths would also be good. The way we fight stacks is obviously the draw, right? That's our...
Mm-hmm. I would like Karn. Karn fights stacks on 2 fronts.
Well, we can't resolve it.
Yeah, why can't we resolve a Karn?
How am I getting 4 mana?
Oh, right, yeah.
Stacks is in play.
Yeah, stacks is in play. Shardless might hit a Mox.
Make you draw well.
Tarmogoyf. Okay. That's just the way we end the game here, is by tagging with we're in a little bit of a squeeze here because we're going to be sacrificing lands, but
that's okay. They are too, though.
Yeah, but they can afford to.
Can they?
Put the Signet? I think so.
What Signet?
True enough.
They ain't gonna have that for long. Are they gonna go to 2 on Smokestack is the real question. Yeah, we're here.
So we're gonna abrupt and upkeep.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay. They want to get their Duretti back. Because if they sack the stacks to itself and then like bring it back with Duretti, that's pretty good for them.
The problem here is they're gonna die to Tarmogoyf. Like,
yeah, they're gonna die to Tarmogoyf, especially once we put an instant.
Hey, how you doing, Dak? So that's gonna steal Shardless Agent.
It's gonna put a Planeswalker in the yard. Because we're just gonna attack it with Freebooter.
Yeah.
So we kill Signet now. Forest, I guess. The Sanctum's just better. How's Ancestral doing? It should be soon, like next turn, right?
Yeah, like next turn. Attack. Attack you.
Attack Fluffatog. Okay.
Their top card is top, so...
Yeah.
They won't jump because they need to sack something.
I guess we can get rid of that swamp now, because they played it.
Yep. Oh my god, like, are they gonna go to 3 to kill Tarmogoyf is the question. Are they that crazy to kill Tarmogoyf?
Well, they're just gonna go Charizard, right? Because then, like, they would lose all their lands.
Right, they would lose all their lands, but we would have 6 cards to their 1, right? Like...
Yeah. If they crank stacks to 3, do we just not play a land next turn when we draw it?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, no. It depends on how many cards they have in play.
Okay. Okay, they're sacking Shardless. It doesn't... Are they cranking the stacks
Crank
up?
it to 3. Yeah!
Yep, they are. Okay.
Oh, man, when they cranked it to 3.
So they're probably going to sack 2 lands and
That's beautiful.
Stacks is probably dying this turn.
Yeah, Stacks is probably dying.
So they're going to end up with 1 land.
So I do play a land if I draw it. Because the Stacks is probably dying. This is so silly.
Yeah. This is Stacks. Wonder why they're playing... Stacks is always a card... Stacks is a really good card for choking down a...
Here's the reason they're playing it, is because they can make it one-sided.
Just repeatedly...
Flip it.
Well, they have to keep having an artifact in play in order to keep doing it.
Yeah, but they just keep flipping the same artifacts back and forth. They flip Signet and Stacks, Stacks and a Signet, Signet and Stacks, Stacks and a Signet.
Okay. Sure enough.
Alright. Sacker board.
They get to ready back.
Yeah, but they ain't getting to that for a while.
They're probably sacking top.
Yep, it's probably top Smokestack and Island.
Wait, what's our revealed cards? Did we not get our Ancestral?
It's next turn. 1.
Okay, well, there's no reason to play Mox right now.
Yeah, like, there's nothing, so let's just go ahead and pass.
Yeah, Mox is better than a land, because it's a land that hides from smokestacks.
This is too good.
I guess secretly we're going to go up to 5 cards in hand, because these 2 cards here don't do anything. Yeah, there's no reason to play Mox now.
If for them to Mind Twist, they would have to, like, draw a Black Source and a Swamp, and they would get 2 cards out of a 3, and I want to protect the Mox.
So if they Mind Twist... Okay, if they draw Black Lotus, they can Mind Twist us pretty effectively, but that's it.
Yeah, okay. I'd be okay with that because we have an Ancestral Visions going.
Yeah, we have an Ancestral going off.
Okay.
And we're even on lands if we just draw a land. Because of our, the Tomb.
And because we know their final card in hand, it was Duretti.
Yeah. They don't have an artifact to sack to...
Problem is Duretti's just going to plus forever.
Yeah, but that's card neutral?
Yeah, but the ult is return an artifact whenever an artifact's put into the gray. Like, it gets there.
Okay, so we do want to put pressure on them. Just anything at all.
Suspend Riftwing Cloudscape?
Suspend Riftwing Cloudscape will bounce Duretti.
Let's go grab our...
Red Source, because we have Bolus in our hand.
But no, I want Blue Source so I can get to Cryptic on 4.
Okay, that's more reasonable. Because we're probably never casting Bolus.
Right. Destroy target creature.
Mm-hmm.
So now Duretti can loot. Tool.
It'll be bad if they draw an artifact. Because then the stacks come back.
Yeah.
Although stacks, when it comes back that way, comes back a turn slow.
But it still comes back is the problem.
Yeah, it still comes back.
This is one hell of a game.
Yeah, this was
Oh no.
Let's hope that was
issue. Yeah, I mean, the position they're in doesn't seem like a concede position. That sounds like more of a prop. Like, especially because if they drew a bad card, they filter it.
Yeah, very true. And we're not showing it that oppressive of a threat.
I love that we just had smokestacks to restart the game.
Yeah.
Okay, they're back.
Okay.
Oh, they're gonna loot. Yep. Discard Mountain.
Draw. Okay. Okay.
Okay. 4th land gets this Cryptic on. So they can't actually get that Duretti to ult, which is good.
Yeah.
Because we'll bounce it.
We'll bounce it. Oh god.
Ooh, this is Mind Twist for 4.
Crucible of
Oh,
Worlds.
that's
Okay.
very good with their grave right now.
Yeah, suddenly stacks. That does make sense with
Yeah, now their
stacks.
stacks makes a lot more sense. Okay.
And now our game is slipping away. Although they're still going to be pretty hellbent, and we're going to have a hasty 2-2 when they're on 6.
Yeah, we don't have time though.
If we draw a land, we can upkeep in response. We can upkeep cryptic their cryptic bounce their stacks. Or just do it now.
I'll end step it so they have to wait 2 turns. I know they have spell pierce. Like I realize that does have a cost, but that gives us 2 turns of avoiding stacks. So if they drew spell pierce, this looks really bad. If they drew anything else, we're okay. That's fine. Again, I don't want to. And they're fine, looting away lands because they have Crucible in play.
Yeah, I don't hate the new smokestack art, but I really like the old smokestacks art.
So again, this is a gamble. If they did draw spell pierce, which they did, that looks horrible, and we probably lose from that position. Not great.
Yeah, Violent or Blood Crypt.
Probably should have just been Mox, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I did make that play knowing that that was a possible line, and still think that the line was worth doing. Because I wanted to stop that smokestack for 2 turns instead of 1. I believe we have lost this game.
You're attacking already there?
Yes.
Okay.
I know our opponent is at 6. I'm scared of what they can do with the flip. Maybe you're right. Maybe just going face is better. Like, actually put them under pressure.
Mm-hmm. It's because they don't have any things in their graveyard yet that is effectively scary to their minus. Ooh, okay, maybe that'll help.
That's good.
Just drawing an extra card.
This and that. Yeah, you're correct. There is no point in trying to fight Duretti from ulting.
What's his ult say? Just whenever you play an artifact, return an artifact.
It's whenever an artifact is put into a grave, return it to play.
Mm-hmm.
The big thing is that I'm actually quite scared of the minus. I guess I don't have time to be super scared of it though.
They're currently repping Top and Mox Jet. And they have to find a way to kill Riftwing Cloudscape.
So Revolt is on basically every turn. Well, that kills Riftwing Cloudscape.
Okay.
I'm moving on.
Yeah, okay.
There's nothing left here.
I feel like our removal is very weak.
Yeah, a lot of our removal
is just Goblin Welder.
So let's get this in. Let's get, honestly, Fraley sounding better and better.
Yeah, Fraley sounds better. So maybe just we can keep some of our removal, but
I'm gonna keep Abrupt Decay.
Either Shriekmaw or Dreadbore.
I want Dreadbore for their Planeswalkers. That's way too strong.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Planeswalkers. Yeah, but this
I think this seems right.
Prefer Dismember over Push. Hmm. They both kill Goblin Welder.
That's fair. Our life total isn't the relevant part there. I agree.
Yeah, because they're gonna if they're when they win they're gonna grind us out.
All
It's
right.
not gonna be the life total. Yeah. Let's go.
Final match. I'm
This
game.
seems fairly keepable. This is we have double blue because we can fetch underground sea. I think we're tap landing that blood crypt. Unless we really want to kill the Goblin Welder they play, but we're not doing anything on turn 2 anyways.
Yeah. Good Gordon Lava answer just to shock their face. Ha.
Yeah.
In case we draw Shardless.
Mm-hmm. Plus there's no reason to fetch right now. We still have a I think we fetch
I wonder
next
how bad
turn.
this Bribery is. Do they have a Sundering? Like, they must have a Sundering, right?
They gotta have something. They don't have Worm Coil Engine. They probably have. They might have a. I guess we'll find out when we cast it.
Right? Like,
We can kill. So we can steal Goblin Welder.
Chalice on 1.
Yeah.
That's good. That lets them jump the curve. Ooh, okay.
That treachery as well.
We have a lot of cards that are just not good in this match.
We didn't realize that, but we didn't really. We were running out of things to board. You know.
Yeah. So Duretti is a strong play on this turn. Dak is an okay play on this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Treachery'd be okay if our opponent actually has, like
if they do swoom out just any of the there's plenty of like artifact creatures here.
Yeah. I really wanted to resolve Bribery. That's like a God, I'm not gonna get to resolve Bribery. Fuck.
We can kill the stacks though. That also gets rid of their chalice.
Yeah. Okay.
Woof. Okay, clean answers.
You.
I think we pitch Island here.
Yeah, or pitch an island on it.
Disallow is not in the cube. If they have like shatter, good for them.
Yeah, I was gonna say artifact removal. Well, no, they can steal it with Dak.
Oh god, if they Dak minus here, then
oh god, and I can't get to the mana for Bribery. I can't get to 5.
So I guess we're hoping for Shardless again.
If they play like all they need to do is play Crucible, and I think this game ends.
Yeah. We still have, especially if they crank the stacks up. We have windows to do okay. Like if they play Crucible and then we just slam Abrupt off of Shardless, like that would be completely great. But
well, if they up the stacks, I believe the game ends again because we can't get to 5.
mm-hmm. If they up the cheapest artifact removal is
well, Abrupt doesn't kill it,
but doesn't hit stacks.
Yeah. And then, okay, so, and I don't have Cryptic Mana, and I just won't again.
Mm-hmm.
They have Garrick. Garrick makes a free 2/2 every turn. You know, they have a lot of,
They have lots of ways to make their stacks good.
Yeah.
Which is a rare thing. We've seen stacks a lot in Cube. We've rarely seen anyone build a stacks deck. Which this deck didn't look like for a while, but they were just fighting over resources with us.
I guess the real thing with it is that they have like their workshop is not there for like some sort of big play. It's there for stacks on turn 2.
Yeah.
You know, once you get stacks started early, like it's very hard to get out from under. Is its power. Opponent is taking a lot of time thinking in its top. I think about sacking the top. Yeah, my only real hope is that they don't up smoke. If they up the stacks, like, we're never resolving another card.
Yeah, if they up the stacks, then we just stop playing lands and hope it blows up. But
yeah.
But then they can just choose to let the stacks die if they.
Yeah, the power of stacks, the power of braids, the power of this sort of effect is that you, the player who controls this card, can always choose to sacrifice it to turn it off. Whereas I do not have that option. And the power of smokestacks, they are second to top. The power of smokestacks in particular is that you aren't the first person under its effect. Your opponent is, and they've upped the stacks. Okay. And playing Duretti. All right. I believe this is an unwinnable position again. Wildfire, huh? Because I know what my draw is. It's disc.
That's why they upped the stacks so that we couldn't cast it.
Yeah, because they knew that disc was there. Powerful plays. So our only choice is to just try to not play anything into this and then recover from a 0 board.
Which they can choose to kill the stacks and then bring it back. Which I would not be surprised if that's what they do this turn.
No,
like they sack stacks and mountain, and then okay.
No, I think at this point they let us sack the last of our lands, then they get rid of it. Because at this point,
Yeah.
like all they have to do is sit here with. For one thing, if Duretti ults, the stacks their artifacts sack and then come back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know more about our opponent's deck. What's their actual win con outside of like agony? We found it.
It's mine. Okay, Slaver Loop.
Slaver
Okay.
Lock. All right, that's a strong choice. And then walkers that generate creatures, because that like Xenagos we saw, Garrick, both of these either 0 or plus to make things to throw away to smokestack.
Okay, this game's over now.
Yeah.
This is a classic kind of deck that preys upon our kind of deck.
See, it's interesting because it's been a long time since I've seen this successful, right? Like,
yeah, but I mean, like this kind of deck preys on control decks focused on dealing with creatures.
right?
Which
I'm guessing like I think we should have made more board decisions. I guess I didn't realize how heavily into this plan they were. I did not recognize that.
Although I don't know what we would have boarded Treachery for.
Finks even? Because Finks versus Stacks is pretty good.
Yeah, Finks is pretty good against Stacks. But it's like, what would this deck... What does this deck do against, like, turn 1 Goblin guy?
Well, that's why they have the Wildfire.
Yeah.
Which they seem to be able to cast on 4.
It's like... You could be dead on 4.
So that's naming Disc,
That's naming
right?
Neverwhelm's Disc. Although it barely matters.
I'm really excited that we got to see this in a successful manner. It's been a very long. I don't know if we've ever actually seen a successful smokestacks in this.
I've definitely seen stacks with Bitter Blossom before.
Oh, sure.
In our draft,
I think we've seen that, and we've seen that with Braids or Ophiomancer, which are
all Ophiomancer. Yeah, we've seen Ophiomancer stacks. That's what it was. Which
is another successful type of this. And then they're gonna bring back smokestack again.
They just bring back stacks, and then they got rid of the spyglass. They just wanted to look at our hand.
Well, they
probe.
But now they know our hand is useless.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this. They'll kill us with Xenagos in 3 turns.
Hey, we did all right though.
We get our entry plus 60 backs, and we had a lot of fun with our games.
Yeah, we had a really good deck, and we saw an anomalous deck. The deck you don't see a whole lot.
I'm happy about that. But yeah, I think looking at our sideboard, like I would have brought in Hippie Finks and maybe even like some earlier things to play, something like a Smuggler's Copter even.
Copter or Pelucranos.
Yeah, because it's very clear that the things like Treachery just are not very good there. Anyway, Thank you all for joining. Thank you, Gnome, for joining today.
No problem. I love Cube.
Hope you all
We
had
should
fun
do
with
another
this.
one before it's gone.
Yeah, it's here for another week and 2 days, so absolutely. Thank you everybody in the zoo for joining. Hope you all had a lot of fun with this. I loved it. This was a real fun time. If you want to catch more stuff like this or Fiesta, you can always follow. I'll probably be doing Fiesta tomorrow and maybe Wednesday. We'll see.
Fiesta.
Yeah, and if you want to support the channel, just being here is great. Letting people know that the channel exists is great. Subbing's cool too. You get access to the skull, and the skull's very timely this time of year.
Skulls.
Skulls.